Okay, so here we're trying to explain how to use the app Explain Everything to help kids with language and learning difficulties learn new concepts. So we'll open our Explain Everything app. Just so happens I've already created a document, but what the app allows you to do is to create content on this, essentially on the screen here. It can be done in handwritten form or it can be typed. What you can then do, so as you're teaching, you can create a video that the kids can then review at a time of their choosing. So for example, in this case we're talking about, the purpose of the lesson is to teach about denominators in fractions. Now we're presuming that kids know what fractions are and they already have experience with them. So now I'm not a maths teacher, so this just gives an example of how the app can be used. Please don't hold me to perfection as far as the maths teaching itself goes. So we hit the record button. We're on slide 1 of 3, and we'll hit the record button. Okay class, so today we're going to learn about denominators. So that's the most important thing for us to remember today. Now a denominator is part of a fraction. Now remember we talked about fractions yesterday. Fractions are made up of 2 parts: the numerator, which is the number on top of the fraction, and the denominator, which is the number on the bottom of the fraction. Okay, so the most important thing is the denominator is the number on the bottom of the fraction. So, for example, here's a fraction, 2/5. The number on the bottom is 5. That's the denominator. So the denominator of 2/5 is 5. Here we have 6/12. It's hard to say. The denominator is 12 because it's the number on the bottom. And you might do that another 1 or 2 times, of course, and then you'd make sure that all of the kids, particularly the kids who you decided were at risk, had at least had 1 or 2 goes at identifying the denominator. Then you might go on and add something to it. So, and this would ideally be accompanied by a picture, say of a pizza, for example, that was divided into 4, excuse me, 4 parts, with one part having been eaten, but I didn't organise that. So, guys, now we're going to learn something else about denominators. A denominator shows how many parts the thing, whatever the thing is divided into. So here's a fraction, 3/4. The denominator is 4. So remember, the denominator is the number on the bottom of the fraction. So the number 4 tells us that the thing, whatever it is divided into 4 parts. So there are 4 bits to it. Look at this fraction. 3/8. The 8 tells us, the 8 is the denominator, and it tells us that whatever the thing is divided into 8 parts. And you then go on again using pictures and get the kids to do their own examples so that you knew they understood the concept before, say, they went back to their desk, of course. What we then do is we stop recording. We then will export it to our camera roll. I've actually done the wrong thing there. I actually exported that as a picture, but we export the movie to the camera roll. Got some time left. And we're done. Sorry for taking so long. It's easy just to wait for that rather than have to create something from 2 movie files. We then go back to our camera roll, photo roll, and there it is. So there's our... Okay class, so today we're going to learn about denominators. So that's the most important. Our video, so that can be uploaded to YouTube, or it can be sent to, say, Dropbox, or given to the students in the class in some other fashion so they can review it at their own leisure.